Airtable is already great at managing, tracking, and storing your data. But what if you could generate a unique QR code for each and every record? Imagine scanning a product to see its details, checking in guests without a single tap, or collecting instant feedback with nothing more than your phone, all automated without a single line of code. Hey there, I'm Alex Knowles from automationhelpers.com, and we help companies get automated using industry-leading portals, apps, and integrations. And today you'll learn how you can automatically generate a QR code that then directly links back to an Airtable record. Now, this isn't limited to just one industry. Think inventory tracking, asset management, events, and even feedback forms. It's a great workflow for when you need to connect the physical world to your Airtable database. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how you can set up an automated workflow that generates a QR code ready for you to share, scan, and get more work done. Now, you might be thinking, can't I just use an Airtable extension to set this up? And yes, there are QR code generator extensions in the Airtable marketplace, but they're limited. Now, to access these, you'll head to Tools, Extensions, and select one of the supported plugins. They work well, however, they only work well if you just need to display QR codes inside Airtable. That's the catch. Extensions don't store the QR code in your records or attach it to an email. So each time that you want a QR code for a record, you're gonna have to jump into your base, open up the extension, download that QR code, and then upload it and attach to the record or share it with your team via email or Slack. We want this flow streamlined. We don't want you having to manually jump in and do that task. Instead, we can automate it. Jumping into Airtable, here we have a pretty simple base. It's for our events. Think of it like a ticketing system, but as I said, this would work for any industry. We've got our guests and our events. So a guest jumps on our website, they use the purchase order form or the ticketing form, and once they submit that successfully with payment, they will have a record created on their behalf. We'll notice that we've also got the QR URL field and the QR image field. Now, this is automatically generated and automatically linked to the field. Now, if we open up that QR file or the QR image, and I jump on my phone and open the camera app, if I scan this, select open in Chrome, that's going to open up the Automation Helpers website. So how do you set up this flow? Well, it's surprisingly easy, and better yet, you don't actually pay any money to generate or store these QR codes. So that's a massive win. Now, the way we're going to do this is through automations and specifically running a script, which will be a webhook call. Now, this might feel daunting, but trust me, it is so simple to set up. And to save you time, I'm also going to include the script that I created in the description of this video, so you can grab that and bring it straight into your automation. But first, we want to discuss that trigger event. What kicks off this automation? Well, we know that when a record is created in our guest table, we know that we've had a new purchase of a ticket, we create that record automatically, and we also generate the QR code and link it automatically. So let's jump into the script, the nitty-gritty of this tutorial. So here we can see the code. Now, again, while this might feel daunting, it is so simple, and I'll explain it. Here we've got the target URL. Now, you'll see when you grab it that we've got https at automationhelpers.com, our services website. You'll just want to replace that with your target URL. If you're running an event, this might be a purchase confirmation page your security and events team can see, or it might link directly to a product in your inventory. The options are endless and it's entirely up to you. What you can also do is dynamically pull in a URL from your Airtable record here. So perhaps you have an Airtable record with a destination URL, you can use that field and bring it in. Beyond that, we've also got the table mentioned. You will need to update this and solely mention the table you have this workflow in. For me, it's the guest table. Now, we've also got QR URL and QR image. I have to mention that this should follow the same formatting as your field title, both in capitalization and in spacing. On the left, we've got our input variables. This is us talking to the script and saying, hey, wherever you see QR link, replace it with the dynamic QR URL, same for the image and same for the record ID. Now, the reason that we are sharing the QR image and QR URL fields is so that when this script runs, it knows where to place that generated QR into. We've also got the record ID, which is imperative because we need to tell the script which record we're actually running this automation for. So you'll want to jump in and make the necessary changes. Ignore the rest of the script. This is just something that I've done to improve the error messaging and handling, so you actually get a message telling you what has gone wrong and you're not looking at a bunch of script. From there, you'll want to test the output, and this will either come back as successful or failed. We can see it was a success, and we can see that we pulled through the QR link, QR image, and the record ID. So if we close that script, we're done editing. We can test the automation here, but let's jump into our database. Let's manually create a new record, Priya, and here we can see I've just pasted the data, but I didn't paste this. If we jump back into the automations, I just want you to believe me, we look at history, we just had this run successfully. We can see the record was created, the script was run, we can see the record ID there. The script input, we had no QR image. On the script output, we had a QR URL and a QR image. Our platform generated that QR code for us. And in our data, here we can see it linked it directly to the record. So again, if I open up my phone and I open up my camera app and I scan this image, it will take me to Automation Helper's website. Now you could also create a dynamic URL and bring in the field data from your record. Let's say for instance, you need a URL with UTM parameters. Perhaps you wanted to know which client or which person this QR code was generated for and tie that directly into the QR code. Well, that's possible. Now we can also take this further and create a new automation. I'll just create that there with the trigger when a record matches conditions. We'll select guess. The condition will be when the QR image or the QR URL, it doesn't matter, is not empty. We then send an email to the guest and attach the QR code or bring it into the body so that once they complete the submission of the ticketing form or the inventory form, they get an email with their ticket QR code sent. And it's that easy. Again, I'm going to leave the script I created in the description of this video, so go ahead and grab that. And if you have any questions about how to best set that up, just let us know in the comments. Now, if your team is looking to set up an automated workflow like this and bring it into a larger ecosystem, you'll want to check out our video on building an automation system. Beyond that, if your team needs help building out awesome workflows like this or setting up your business for success with automated workflows, don't hesitate to reach out to us at automationhelpers.com, where a team of experts are offering a free 30-minute consultation. So book yours today.